everybody, or there's nothing but war and calamity for everybody. Now, down here in Louisiana, I know y'all been dealing with a lot of shit. Am I lying? And I also know y'all about sick of this shit. Am I lying? A lot of y'all said this happened at the hands of the police. People get shot, they don't even want to tell you what happened. People get brutalized, they lying about what happened. People say he died in the fire accident, but the boy looked beat to death to me. Karma is a motherfucker, isn't it? The way you lie is the way you die. Say that boy hit a tree, and then the person who killed him, he died by hitting a tree. Did you know that? You see, when it's our time, it doesn't make a difference what color your skin is if you ignore the history that we have in this country. Black people have been oppressed, depressed, marginalized, lied on, copied off of, and handed a raw fucking deal for almost 250 years. Oh, yes, we will. Somebody said they wanted to make America great again. Nah. What they meant by make America great was when it was great for them, but fucked up for you. I can't remember a time in this country when it was great for us. Let me see. Was it great during slavery? Hell no. Was it great during Reconstruction? Hell no. We burnt all our shit. Was it great during Jim Crow? Nah, we couldn't even come in the front door. Was it great during the 70s when we started to get our shit together? No, because then they hit us in the 80s and crap. That's right. Maybe it was in the 90s when everything was great because they figured out how they could make money off our rap music and turn it into negative shit. That brainwashes our kids now. And some of y'all ain't got no goddamn morals because you programmed by the music that's not controlled by us. Maybe it happened in 2000 after 9/11 and they snatched all our goddamn liberties and now they tell you when to go to bed, when to wake up, what you can and can't do. Maybe it was this. No, it wasn't this. No. Maybe it was shit it never was. It ain't never been great for black people in this country. Never. Stop telling us that goddamn lie. And don't act like it happened so long ago. It was only 156 years ago. That's 2 lifetimes. You can't fix 400 years of fucking people over in 150 years. You tell me that people ain't got a job, they lost their job because of quarantine. That's interesting. We work for free. We work for free for 246 years. We should get a job, not have to look for one. Every black person should be getting a job. Why? Because you work for free for so fucking long. Let us work now and pay us. Then we talk about the ones that say, well, you know, we helped build this place. You didn't help build shit. You were enslaved. There's a difference. That's what we were. When I help build something, I benefit from it equally. But when you beat me, rape my women and my men, scatter us around, destroy my culture, and then brainwash us after you erase everything we do about ourselves. And anytime we try to stand up and arm ourselves, anytime we try to get organized, anytime we try to show some backbone, anytime we want to love on ourselves, don't mean we hate you, we just love ourselves. You motherfuckers got a problem with that. You got a problem with it. So guess what? We changed the game on you. Yes, we did. You see, marching didn't work. Singing and shit didn't work. No. Holding hands didn't work. No. Being kumbaya didn't work. No. They didn't pay no attention to that shit because they still kept on killing us, didn't they? They still started saying the wall was guilty, but the girl that got killed, now we don't know about that. You see? Y'all saw that shit, right? So apparently, we had to change up the game. We fight fire. We're fighting. Eye for an eye. You take out one of ours, we take out 10 of yours. All these brothers and sisters out here from the NFAC, they're not here for nothing. We don't start anything, but we finish everything. I want to clear something up for y'all, Lafayette, because a lot of y'all listen to that bullshit social media. The NFAC on social media is misrepresented. Or they said we terrorists. Or they said we out to killing white people. Or they said we are FBI operation. Oh, they said we a bunch of Asians. I don't know what the fuck kind of Asian frees black people. But I want y'all to know something. Black people, we were created for you, by you, to protect you, to police you, to educate you on firearms, and to educate you on when you can carry a weapon like this in the face of the police and they can't do a damn thing about it. People always say, well, y'all ain't fired a shot yet. Ain't nobody ever shot at us. No, y'all missed that shit went right over your head. No one has ever attempted to attack the NFAC. And I don't give a shit what they say. It still ain't happening. So, when the good congressman said he would kill me and drop 10 of my people, make my mother cry, mama called me, yo. Mama said, mama, she said, go right. To have a sitting U.S. congressman say that about armed, legally armed U.S. citizens practicing their constitutional rights, I could not believe that a person from the government said that about a citizen of the same government. So y'all know we pull up. When we here, nationwide TV to want to talk that shit, that white man made up that phone. Yeah, now to say all this shit. Racist bitch. I don't like nothing. Yeah. I don't know why they hate us. Yahweh said, out of darkness come light. Them bitches come from us. We been here. Out of darkness come light. Okay. I guess that was bullshit too. Okay. We did. Well, we came down here today to stand with y'all in solidarity. We came down here because everybody got a big sister that comes up out here. Y'all need to consider us your big brothers and your big sisters. You can listen to these other people try to scare you all you want. But I will tell you this. NFAC, I want you to stand down. Do not engage weak-minded people. And shit. You can let your emotions get the best of it if you want to, but everybody knows over here. Facts over what? Facts over what? Fucking feelings don't mean nothing to us. We deal with facts. We came to stand in solidarity with the NAACP and all the other activist groups that are out here, because it seems like any other time y'all try to protest, they want to do stuff to you. They want to tear gas you and hit you over the head. Isn't this true? That when we come out, that doesn't happen. Nobody gets tear gas, nobody gets knocked over the head. I wonder why. You know why? Because you always look at power with power. Power respects power. And you all have the right to exercise the same power that we are exercising up here. You can organize yourselves. You can arm yourselves. And you can tell them, I have a right to carry this weapon. And nobody's going to take it from us. So we came down here because we family. All of us. And what they do to you, they doing to us. And don't think that we're going to leave. Oh, no. We like to hear. We really do. Matter of fact, they took me to the restaurant last night, y'all. Nah, it was a fiery crab. See, look at them, you know about that? Anyway, it was delicious. But what we really want to do with y'all is make ourselves aware. The NFAC doesn't just carry them. Bro, you got to get the mic right unless you work for the Congress. on Instagram. Right now, we breaking the internet. Y'all know that, right?
Boom. General Grandmaster J. Classical motherfucking agent. Just recently, I was at the Hashim Nzinga funeral, and the NFAC was in the building, armed up, on patrol, on post. Sonetta TV was there, all them niggas. And Malik Zulu Jabaz came on stage and said he'd like, in fact, now if Hashim was living, I would say, Hashim, what you think I think about your boy, Malik Zulu Shabazz? Not motherfucking much. I know these niggas riding down the street with these niggas for hours and days and weeks, years to be on top of it. Y'all know. Y'all know, y'all know. Anybody follow my channel been knowing I've been putting up the new Black Panther videos. And one thing they never did was just randomly pull out them guns for show. They had guns, guaranteed. Years ago, they had guns. But they didn't just pull up to their rallies with all the artillery on display. So I call Hashim. I say, Hashim, you see this new nigga on the block? What you think of him? He's like, I don't know where he come from. Said, this nigga came from a Trump rally. This nigga is the spook who sat by the door. So I'm sitting in the building, and I noticed that the INFAC got red, black, and green as their emblem colors. Once again, we got a socialist Marxist paradigm that want to take over a black nationalist organization. See, the downfall of the Black Panthers was when that Asian came into the Panthers and armed them. Once they armed them, they did just what INFAC doing. They started doing public displays of pistols, all in the Congress, all in DC, over here, over there. And it was working for a minute. And then the tide turned. The tide turned. And what happened? The real army showed up. The real men in black showed up. This is the artificial men in black. When the real men in black show up, your little AK-47 pistol manufactured weapon ain't gonna stand a chance. Because not only is they gonna kill you, but anybody who survived is getting locked up. Now here's the flow. Grandmaster J is a straight nutcase, a real motherfucking agent leading a bunch of wannabe ass niggas that we've been banging on in the conscious community in different factions and forms for years. For years. They feel a little boldened because they can come in town and give a speech. But not no real action. Not no real action. Well, guess what? In fact, had a member leave the group. Not no regular little Indian. Not just a regular old Indian with a pea shooter. Oh, but a real one. Call himself General Delta. Mr. Delta. And guess what Mr. Delta did? Mr. General Delta. He went to the opposition, to the 3%ers, to the Proud Boys, to the Angry Viking, and did a goddamn interview. You don't believe me? Let's listen. General Delta.
Let me just so I get used to, I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but I want to make sure the fans, your fans, our fans, anyone else who's new to this is watching this. So you're telling me that the shooting was in Atlanta was Corey Turner, a little girl. I did a whole video on her whole thing. You know, that little girl that was killed when her parents drove around that little barricade in that Wendy's. You tell me that was a shootout and a bullet actually, and Grandmaster Jay has video and photos of said shootout?
It was an actual situation that was occurring at Wendy's. And
right.
As we were leaving, you know how straight shots and all that?
Right.
They were just flying. And a shot hit our tire. But we didn't know the tire was out. You know, but we heard a shot. As we're going down the road, like, is my tire out? He's like, yeah, my tire is out. I'm like, oh my God. I think they probably hit your tire. You know, so now we're out here and we're trying to figure out what are we supposed to hear. Gangland. We're stuck, we're stranded. I tell my guy, calm down, don't worry about it. Me, him, and another girl. Don't worry about a little small situation. I call Grandmaster Jay. Hey, something happened out here, but our tire's out. So we need you to come up here and send a backup just in case so we get it changed or something. We don't know exactly what they. So what do you mean? You're supposed to be going, oh yeah, but we hired. So we're still here. But send backup, Jay, just so we get the tire changed. Such and such, man, Jay, what are you talking about? Life or death, man. Or you come out here. Here he is. Man, I'm at the hotel with the chick. What? Are you serious? Sir, life or death. We're out here. Stranded. Send backup. Nothing. No problem. I hang up the phone. Change the tire. You get on base. I got them. That's what happened. And we made it back. We left us to die. But I didn't say nothing. But they tell me I'm disloyal. Cool. I'll take that. I'll take that. But I also go back into why you asked me, why did I decide what was the breaking point for me? Right. See, when we're on these chat calls, it's only us. Sometimes it's 5 of us, 3 of us, and only 2, me and Jay. 5 people, no. 5. What I'm saying is true. Some of them, but every time, that's why I question American doofus. I said, who's this doofus guy? Because every time we're on these chat calls, we keep getting these alerts. Now, I saw Grandmaster Jay work behind Donald Trump. I don't know the security, but my common sense shows me his hand tapping him, moving him. He's clapping, telling Trump, do this. You security. Stop talking about it.
Right.
You know, but that's his job. Cool. Admit it. Don't lie. Are you a Mason, sir? You got to answer that question. You see? Now, what was tricky to me, on the call one day, he made a comment. He say, you know, Iran got a warrant out for Donald Trump. Me, went in one ear out the other. Okay. Said it again. You know, Iran got a warrant out for Donald Trump. Now I'm thinking, dango. I'm like, yeah, so I'm like, that's what we're doing? You know, that'd be bigger. Let's do that thing. Is that the case? You know, but that's what he said to me. Iran got a warrant for Donald Trump. Well, how would you get Donald Trump? What he said. So I asked him, I said, well, let's go to DC with a million guns. That was my idea. He said, it was no.
That was your idea?
So I'm like, okay, yeah. Then what he told me, I said, man, let's go to DC. Everything was my idea. Also, the speech at Stone Mountain, he took pieces. People on the phone can tell you. He told me out of mouth, Delta, I didn't know I'm going to take this and use it. I didn't know he was going to use it at Stone Mountain.
Right.
You know, I didn't know then. You know, so I don't say nothing. I sit back and I play along with it. But when he made that comment saying he wanted to arrest Trump, my antennas went up. Used to work for him. What are you talking about? And then I didn't know because you didn't explain it. You see? And when I finally said, okay, I'm done, Grandmaster Jay, what I try to tell NFAC members, Grandmaster Jay was making these bogus interviews, setting these bogus interviews. I'm talking about with Moscow. Moscow starting to get on to me. Now they like, well, it's more than one leader. They see the other guy, he's giving orders. Soldiers, they stand there, take something. There's more than one general. He's catching on to us. So he tell me, fall back. So, okay, cool. I fall back a little bit. You know, I fell back, didn't the thing, whatever the case. Now, he goes on to a point where he tells me, going into Kentucky. Going into Kentucky. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Okay, problem. But prior on that phone call, he had a conversation with Moscow and Africa. When he spoke to Africa, he said phone call that you shouldn't have been speaking about. You see? Now I'm putting my senses together. Wow. Urena. Urena. He put a post up saying something about the terror attack. I'm like, well, how do they know this? This information shouldn't be out here.
Right.
Who leaked this and leak in the room? You know, when I saw that, that was the last straw for me. You see, okay, now it's out there to a point where it seems like we've been set up. Right. We've been set up. Because we didn't know nothing. We didn't know nothing about no conversation. Like I say, as far as also going into Kentucky. Going into Kentucky, they don't understand why we were there the first run. You know, they don't understand that Grandmaster Jay, he chose that spot. I didn't want to rekindle that flame.
Right.
It was all no disrespect to the family, but I'm like, hey, we got bigger fish. We know what's going on right now. We got to top that. Whatever we're going to do, we got to go to Chicago. Let's go to Chicago. No open carry. Oh, yeah, we got to go. We got to have guns, bro. You know what I mean? We're militia. You know, so he chose first Indiana. Over to Kentucky. So I say they up there in Indiana, and you trying to go make a stand, picnic. The origins of picnic N-words. You see, that's what he was saying. So I'm like, let's go and just make a stand, if that's the case. I don't want to go to Kentucky. And I'm explaining it to them. They're not playing in Kentucky. I don't care what you're talking about. You're going to have to go to war. That's the case. Be prepared. He tells me, Delta, we're going to make an arrest. Kentucky? Yeah, okay. You sure? How many? Guys, I don't know the full story about Brianna still to this day. I don't. All I do is execute. Whenever you tell me to do this, what I'm going to do. What are we doing? We're going to get him. What are we going to do with it? We're going to keep him. Okay, we're going to keep him? Okay, cool, no problem. How long are we going to keep him? Until they come get him. Where? Here. Level. To be a shootout. Yeah, okay. How many men you got, Delta? I got 22. He said he wanted the worst. I said, all right, then let's go at night. With our ops. We go at night. We go get him. You know, we bring him out. If that's the case then. You know?
Let me just stop you. I'm going to ask you a question. Can I just so we're clear, because your feed's breaking up a little bit, and I want to make sure the fans understand what you're saying. So when he says, I want to go get them, is he talking about the police officers that were involved in the Kenosha shooting? So his plan, just so we're clear here, right. I don't want you implicating yourself in anything specific, okay? Right. Yeah. I want you implicating yourself in nothing. So you're telling me that Grandmaster Jay sent orders down for you as one of his generals to kidnap the 4 police officers that were involved in the Brown and Taylor shooting.
Yeah, citizen arrest.
Wow.
He was telling me that. We was going to make an arrest. And he asked me how many men I had. I said, I got 22. I'm ready to go. So I'm asking, okay, DEFCON level is going to be a shootout. Then you know it could be a shootout. So we already know it. You know what I mean? To deal with it. You know what I mean? We get in the situation because, you know, telling how we might bring them out of there. But I'm pretty sure they ain't going to go without a fight. So you know
Right.
we're going to get them, Jay. Okay. All right. So and while he's in the formation, we were supposed to be going there to hit them while he was in Kentucky the first run. So going up into Kentucky, my intel team, I knew about the people center was already there. So when she put the video out on YouTube saying, if NFAC wanted to take us out within 3 minutes, with 15 minutes, they can't. I knew where y'all was at the entire time. Y'all got this. You see? So we was already watching. I was the one that spoke to him. Me.
Right.
You see? So the intel level, we got so much intel on this case here. I was comfortable with it. So I was like, okay, well, Jay say this, we're going to get him, and we're going to do this. Never happened. Going up there, I text Jay 2 days before Kentucky. Hey, where are you? This man blocks me. He blocked me on IG profile. Now I got 22 men that he asked me to get to go make an arrest and told me to put 8 of my best men around him. So I put 8 of my best men around him. When they got the men when prepared for the arrest, all I'm telling him to wire that $500 that you were talking about wiring up his church. You know, couldn't do that. You know, we had to run it down. So I sent him a text message. I said, Jay, you a pure tour soldier. Don't you ever play with me like that? What's wrong with you? You got these men up here. You know, we're supposed to be going to make an arrest and you're playing? What's wrong with you? What are you doing? He tells me, bro, you serious? Bro, Jay, you're on live every morning. At night. What are you talking about? This is what you're telling me. So I'm just complying with saying, dude, but you're doing something different. I didn't understand it. I went online and I did my research at Louisville. There was a shooting 3 weeks prior to that. So I sent a text to Jay, the video. Hey, did you see this? Is this where we're going? No response from Jay. I called the other guy. Hey, is this where we're going? What's going on? No response. We can't find Jay. I backed out. Kentucky. My guy backed out. He said, I'm not going. I said, okay, I'm going to pull S-Base out because we can't get in contact with the dude. I don't know what's going on with that. He's reckless.
Right. Let me stop right there.
Make sure they make it out.
Right. Let me stop right there because some people are asking questions. They're a little confused. They came in late. So let me explain to them. All right. So some of y'all are asking, how can he be doing this if he's already a part of NFEC? Why is Jay asking it for men? Well, if y'all watched the video at the beginning, he said Jay's in charge of the North. Delta is in charge of the South. So when Jay need men, he would call General Delta, and General Delta would send men with he and his men would they go to the northern areas that they were needed at. So what he's saying here is very believable because it's broken up just like any other militia. You have people in different areas of the country, and you call on them as needed you call the ones closest to the area where you're going. So that's what they did here. They had a north and a south. Mr. Delta is your south. And Grandmaster Jay is the north. He was calling Mr. Delta for this op to go to send his best men for, I'm going to just, put it out there, what you said, to arrest, but in our eyes, in your eyes, it might look at as arrest, but in most people's eyes, it would be viewed, and I'm sure the law's eyes, would be viewed as a kidnapping. I mean, more or less is what he's saying he wants. And of the 4 police officers that were involved in the Brown and Taylor shooting. So that's why he was asking him for men, was because there are 2 heads of the impact. He was south, Jay was north. Jay was asking south, Mr. Delta, for men. So sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask you one more thing. I want to ask you. I mean, I have a ton of questions. I mean, the stuff you're putting out here, man. First off, I want to ask: are you safe? I mean, you putting this out there. I mean, this has got to be dangerous for you. Are you safe?
There's no danger to me. We are walking tonight. No threat. You know,
Okay, I just want people are concerned.
and that's what I tell.
Okay. People are concerned. Yeah, people are concerned. Not my fans are concerned, and we just want to make sure you're safe. And I want to know if you can answer this, because this has probably been asked in the chat 200 times, if not more, so far. And I would like to know. So there was a video that was circulating out. I don't know where it was at, but it was on TikTok. It originally came out, went viral as soon as Impact started gaining steam. And it was of him putting on his gear and him saying, and I'm not paraphrasing here, I'm gonna use his exact words. He said, he goes, most of these motherfuckers wouldn't be out here right now if they weren't getting paid. Okay, have you seen that video, that TikTok video I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Who is, this is a big question for anyone, and maybe you as a leader of this, because you said, hey, I need $500 for us to do this lift. Who is funding Grandmaster Jay? Do you know? Is it donations? Is it businesses? I mean, you don't have to be specific, but a lot of people want to know, how is he getting his funding? He doesn't monetize. He can't monetize his videos because he is very, he puts guns in them and stuff, so they won't monetize. I don't ever see him getting stickers on YouTube. So how is he funding the NFAC, if you're able to say that?
He's funding NFAC through him.
Say that one more time. You broke up a little bit. How is he funding it?
He's funding through his handlers.
Through his handlers?
Yeah, his handlers funding.
Now, what when you say handlers, what does that mean?
Those who, Grandmaster Jay is a agent provocateur. He's saying that's it.
So right. So let me just be clear here. Yeah. Because that's been a conspiracy theory that's been going around for a long time since he's come out, that he's not about the black movement because he's not an actual militia member. He's a provocateur. He is a more or less an actor that's been put in place to cause an uprising. And so what you're saying is that part is true, and he's being paid from the people that placed him where he's at right now.
Exactly.
Okay. Because that's exactly, honestly, I thought that myself. I when I hear this guy talk, when I watch him and I just see everything, to me, it looks like he looks like an actor, like he's acting the part, not that he's ever done combat. To me, he doesn't appear to be a man who's done dirt himself. You know what I'm saying? For me, he's always seemed like the guy that's, he gets his nails done and stuff like that. He wants to look pretty for the camera, but behind scenes, you're the guy that he calls and says, hey, I need this done. Go do this lick for me. Okay.
And that's what I say to his followers. They don't understand that before ATL, a lot of things that was going on, Jay would call me. Django, we have a problem. I'm like, how serious? He was like, look into this. A lot of guys I was already watching before ATL. So we was already the muscle, you see? And that's what I'm telling folks, like, Grandmaster Jay, no, he's not that. He don't have him. He got those guys out there to make him emulate when he's emulating power, showing you that he has power, but he don't have any power. So came down to myself in Kentucky. When it came down to it, like I said, going in to make the arrest, we didn't get the opportunity to get that done. I could also tell folks before the formation why I was upset. Some folks caught that when I walked out into the formation. The only reason
froze.
So that man Antonio out his mouth phone, man. I done took shots at this man, built the regime. This man, I don't want to
hold on one second. Hold on one second. Dale's here. Usually when he comes in, I mean something important. What's up, Dale?
For one, this is for my moderators.
Okay, let's take a quick pause. Now, what we've seen in a matter of a few years is we've seen a paradigm stream out of the conscious community, turn into all types of factions that are all socialist, Marxist, communist based. I got another video I've been wanting to do with a professor that came on Sarnetta TV show a couple days ago with Professor Smalls, where he gives a simple dissertation about his life. He's like 75 years old, so he goes back in the day. And he's telling Sarnetta about Paul Robeson, Black Lives Matter, this, that, and the third. And somewhere in the video, communism come up. And he go, communism, what's wrong with that? But because Sarnetta is too stupid to be an agent provocateur, he just a dumb nigga on the mic. He don't even explore the question. God damn, how would I love for a motherfucking professor to come on my channel and profess communism any kind of way. First thing out my mouth is, tell me something good about communism. Tell me the benefits of black people that communism can bring. Go ahead. The floor, the mic is yours. Drop that, Jules. But you know what he did? He said all kinds of dumb shit. All kinds of shit that could be so disproven so goddamn quick. And he ran through a whole bunch of them names we done been through. All the names off the NAACP spin guard list. He was running them. Nigga got so ridiculous with it, he started telling us about how Black Lives Matter is the truth. This homosexual, lesbian, satanic organization funded by George Soros. He ain't even brave enough to tell you that. It's all over the internet. Put in George Soros and Black Lives Matter. Funded. Black Lives Matter funded by George Soros. It's too easy. Go to Blaze TV. Go to all over the internet. Go find Newt Gingrich on Fox News. You know Fox News was bought out by Disney. A guy named Bob Chapek or something like that. He's the head of Disney. A Jew. They stay controlling the media. They put in one of Barack Obama's campaign managers to head Fox production, to run the production over there. So now Fox News is a Democrat CNN channel. It's just a matter of time. And you're going to see the people at Fox News act a goddamn fool when they can't even espouse the shit they want to talk about. It's coming. Just wait till after the goddamn election. After the election, all this protesting and hot boxing and coming down the street with your guns gonna get met. Gonna get met. It's gonna be a whole nother day. And all these niggas hyped up the same way that the Black Panthers was hyped up when the Asian came to them and put guns in their hands. These same niggas hyped up gonna find themselves sitting in the jail cell facing federal laws. They're gonna get the message real quick. They're gonna get the message real quick. But for Jay, he gonna be somewhere out the motherfucking way. He gonna be out the way. It looked good during protest time, during presidential debate time. But after this election, all that bullshit, Black Lives Matter shit is out the door. And I'm just putting it on record. So all you niggas who like, what the fuck is Pit Boss talking about? Motherfucker, watch. Because you niggas is too stupid. I listen to y'all shows. You niggas is too stupid. Y'all know what the fuck you talking about. Niggas, this nigga, even General Delta sitting there talking about, you see my RBG patch? Yeah, nigga, I see your RBG and your motherfucking socialist Marxist paradigm. You know what the fuck you doing? Just because you can shoot a gun don't mean you know how to run a motherfucking organization. That's a whole nother thing, especially a national organization where you got the feds tapping everything you're doing. You might not really be ready for that. You better hope that you got some funding. See, General Delta said he's on the inside now. He's not just on the inside. He's on the inside. He all the way to the point it's just him in the South, Jay in the North, talking on the phone. He's like the general that don't get on the mic. Jay is the general on the mic. He said he was the bump in the night. Now, let me tell you something, nigga. If you not FBI, nigga, you is not the motherfucking bump in the motherfucking night. The bump in the motherfucking night got a badge on. 6 a.m, police at my door. Fresh Adidas sweep across the bathroom floor. What the fuck you think he was running from? Ice-T. What the fuck do you think he was sliding across the bathroom floor? From the bump in the night? Hell no. Nigga, from the boys in black, nigga. Oh my God. This is some extra bullshit. How long is this shit gonna last? How many motherfucking speeches in all black with guns do we gotta hear? Nigga, do something. I don't need a fucking speech. Just show up and get the motherfuckers you came to get. Fuck the speech. Fuck the rally. Fuck the march. Go for the target. These niggas ain't going for no target. You agent provocateurs. Your job is to incite a fucking riot, to get motherfuckers riled up, to get a dumb nigga armed up so he can get his motherfucking head blown off by a motherfucking sharpshooter on an 8-story building with weapons you can't buy. Shit you can't go buy, no matter how much motherfucking money you got. Unclassified weapons knocking your shit off from 2 miles away. These motherfuckers do not think that the feds 2 miles away in a 10-story building with binoculars, with a red dot that you can't see in night or day on your dome, waiting on you, wishing you would. Nigga, I wish you would. It's crazy. This is the weakest shit on a group of niggas I ever seen. But when I was sitting in that goddamn funeral, shaking my motherfucking head, knowing that, oh, this about to be all the way fucked up, because Malik Zulu Shabazz nominated the nigga that don't get on the mic. A person, I'm not sure. I got to wait for him to do a speech. I don't know how fully black. See, there is no more black nationalism. Y'all don't even know what the fuck the breakdown of black nationalism is. Black nationalism don't fuck with no Marxism. Black nationalism ain't fucking with no communism or no socialism. Period. And all these niggas do is fuck with socialism, Marxism, and communism. Even Hashim and Singer did it. Even though I checked him all the time. Yo, you know this ain't black nationalism. Yo, you know your members running around this motherfucker anti-God while you over here pushing Bible. He was like, yeah, but you know, that's just what it's got to be. I said, all right. It is what it is. It is but what it is. Now you got this agent nigga reading out the book of Enoch. Tell you one thing. You niggas who think that you radicals are fucked.